Not a mop.
Yeah,
Who did?
all the
Oh, the guy who fought Choji. Oh yeah, okay. Choji is beautiful. He's a beautiful. We're gonna start in 2 minutes. I have some terrible Naruto jokes I've been itching to try out. Who's the angriest ninja? Mad Dara. Why did Naruto send his spaghetti back? Didn't have enough sauce, This is the last one. What's Katsuki's favorite line from Hamlet? To be or not to be? That's the end of the panel, thank you! Okay, we got everybody in here? I think we got everybody in here. Let's start 10 seconds early. Everyone, welcome to the Anime NYC Naruto 20th Anniversary Panel! It has been an incredible journey over these past 20 years, and thank you so much for being part of it. My name is Judayan Brown, and I better do this before I really start. It is, really? Like my horns crooked? Okay. My name is really Ryan Brown, but I feel a kinship to Jiraiya. Not because I'm strong or powerful, because I'm a pervert. Understand? Okay, and now we have a little video to get you excited, because I can tell you're not excited yet about this now.
He's Naruto Uzumaki of the village in the leaves.
Alright, and please, oh, you know what? Come by the Viz booth tomorrow and get this poster because the Naruto figure sold out. Sorry about that. He is gone, but this sweet 20th anniversary celebration poster is still there. And come by and pick up some Naruto too, and if you do, you get these sweet Alright, 20 years of Naruto. 20 years of Naruto manga. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite, what I consider iconic manga moments. Who's read all of Naruto, every volume? Who hasn't? Who then? Who's seen the whole anime, everything? Who's beat every video game? I have. There's like 25 Naruto video games across several generations from 3 or 4 different companies. You literally beat every Game Boy Advance game. Even the Xbox game? Alright. Here are my picks for the iconic moments in Naruto, and I'll explain each one. This one I call an act of love, and this is important to Naruto's growth and iconic because it showed a very young Naruto that someone truly cared about him. And this early demonstration of unconditional love helped shape Naruto into the positive shinobi that he became. A very important moment in the manga. Getting through to Gaara. This is important because Naruto reaches through Gaara's pain when they're young, and although Naruto has many cool powers, his strongest one, perhaps, is the ability to turn his enemies into his allies through love and understanding. Usually after he beats them up, but still. It is one of the key themes of the entire series. Don't cry, crying's coming later. This is crying moment later. We're all gonna cry. Okay, next, the first Final Valley fight. This is the first time they fought, and Sasuke learned the source of Naruto's strength. And the fight is important because Naruto planted the seeds of never-ending friendship that would bloom later. Also, Sasuke won.
Damn.
Naruto's on the ground, Sasuke Sasuke like, see you later, I'm gonna go be evil. Another moment, easing the pain. This is after the big fight with Pain. Naruto, once again demonstrating his true power of turning foes into friends. He had a little help from Jiraiya, who early showed Nagato love at an early age. The link between Naruto, Jiraiya, and Nagato saved the village hidden in the leaves. So that is a very key moment. Oh, whoops! I'll get in there! Okay, Fight for Friendship Part 2. This is the final Naruto and Sasuke battle. Sasuke won the first one, Naruto won the second one. But what really won was friendship. Sometimes you just gotta beat the crap out of your friends to make them understand how much you care. At least in the ninja world. Here they are holding hands. Only one stance?
Naruto.
Okay, if you don't know, Naruto is available in many forms, but there are some epic 3-in-1s if you want to buy the whole series a little cheaper.
Get out of here.
All right, and I want you to, if you have a huge Naruto collection, please show us. Just tweet with the hashtag Naruto20th, and our social media team will be hounding the internet, searching out those collections and retweeting them, right? Yes. You're gonna do that, right? Yeah, so please, show us your collection. We are very curious to see how big and impressive your collection is. And now, we have some special guests. I'm going to warm you up for them. Here's a little clip.
Naruto, do it again. But Dad, I'm not strong enough to. It's okay, you got this. This is Dad's. All this weight. What do you went through to get to this point? I'm not losing today.
All right, and here are the actors behind those voices. Put your hands together for Maile, Flanagan, and Amanda. I really thought you were going to Naruto run onto the stage, but you're probably tired of doing that.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, my flight was canceled, so I wasn't here yesterday, and I Naruto ran all the way here.
Why didn't you fly?
Because I don't have that skill yet, Dad. Pull me out.
I don't know, I fly and I still take trains for some reason.
Yeah, Boruto takes the train too, if I'm not mistaken.
But I don't pay for it, I ride on top of them.
Oh.
It's cheap.
Don't try that in real life. How are you both doing? How's your con going?
Terrific. I've met almost all of you, I think, by this point. Hi, Linda. Hey, Jamal. Is that right? And the rest. I'll say John, because there are probably like 100 of John. Say John. And I met a couple Nicoles. Nicole?
We had a couple, was it Louis or Louises? We had like 4 of those.
Louises.
Louis.
A bunch of Jadens. A bunch of Jordans. I had 3 Jordans in a row.
Okay, before we get into the interview section, let's give away some prizes. The way this works, who wants to be my spotter? Who wants to see the hand that goes up first?
I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, so I'm just going to be the spotter. Don't shout out the answer. Wait until she picks you and she describes you, then stand up, and then we'll get the answer for you.
Take your bribes. No.
We have a bunch of amazing stuff to give away, including some tickets to their signing.
Whoa!
Whoa! First question. Who's Boruto's dad? Make sure she describes you and then when you stand up, don't stand up yet. Please sit down, please sit down. Who's now in charge? You can just pick somebody.
Wow, I'm gonna make this torturous. Believe it! What I did there. Kelsey, where's she? No, there's no Kelsey.
Have the 3 Jordans.
You! Because you have the jacket on, not you. Bummer. Yeah!
Alright,
First I'm gonna pick someone with a Naruto outfit. No, I'm gonna pick someone with a Naruto outfit.
this one's a little harder. Who's Boruto's dad's son?
Really wish to pick somebody all the way over there.
Do it! There's somebody with a massive
Yes, that's right. Okay, and now for an easy one. Whose Sarah's dad?
You with the red and white hair.
Yes, that's right, right? Yeah.
Actually, ways.
All right, let's give it the prize. Where's the prize runner? Who won that one? Okay, there you go. All right, good answers. Here we go. Into some questions, since we have these wonderful actors from all over the globe. First question. Why do you think Naruto and Boruto have inspired and continue to inspire people all over the world? Oh, you guys, okay, not by yourself?
Because I feel like they couldn't see us, and then I wanted to be closer, so we're kind of we're theater actors. We're like, you can see us.
Yeah, I want to see those guys. Okay, why do you think it's so inspiring?
Yeah, two people all over the world, still.
Oh yeah, man, yeah it is. I think, it's the old, you've heard it 1,000 times, but I'll never give up. That's my ninja way. I don't know about you guys, but I moved around a lot as a kid. And weirdly, so did Amanda.
Yeah, I was an Air Force brat.
I was a military brat too. So when you move around a lot, you have to make friends every couple of years. So I was always at a new school, and sometimes I was in Germany and Thailand. And
Yeah, I was born in Germany. And you always have this sense of when you're the new kid, you're always kind of the underdog, and you kind of have to work your way up. And you have to have this tenacity.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the Naruto story, right? It's like you have to make friends, and your friends become your family, and you don't have your immediate, you have your immediate family, but you don't see your cousins or your grandparents.
That's a good point. It's about the family you make, and the family you choose.
Right. So, even though I love my family, hi, whoever's taping this, it's like, you don't love me. But I think that sort of can-do spirit is what inspires people. And also, he went through a hard time. A lot of people went through a hard time, and Naruto helped them get through it. And I think that's basically an amazing, inspiring story.
Agree? Agree? Next question. What's your most memorable moment in the recording booth? Embarrassing too.
When I had to act like I had diarrhea for a whole episode. Thank God there were no cell phones then recording me, because I wasn't pretty. I didn't actually have diarrhea, FYI. But it's pretty humiliating.
You're not a method actor?
No, I'm not for that, no. Only the nudity.
I feel like I can't say, but there's a lot of fun outtakes we'll do. Like when we record, we all record separately. And so like the last episode I was in for this week, Steve was the other character. And he likes to leave a lot of bombs, and I like to leave a lot of bombs. So basically, we have enough like outtakes to make a whole separate alternative episode.
And then be fired immediately.
Be fired immediately. But I'm sure it lives somewhere.
Yeah. We used to, when we had, now we read off our iPads, our scripts. So, but when we had scripts, we'd have to turn the page and all that. People would leave notes for us, like Yuri Lowenthal, Sasuke. He would leave notes like, "You suck!" I was like, what episode's Yuri in? Give me that script. Leave a choice note for him.
Okay, next question. What's your favorite scene in the entire series? It's a tough one. Long
There's
series.
700 something episodes.
Your favorite?
One scene, guys. No,
Disappoint.
it's not one. I'll let you start.
Oh, great. There's so many good scenes, but I love. There's a scene that was in the movie, but it's also in the arc of the show that replicates the movie, and it's the scene where Naruto comes in and he's like congratulating Boruto on doing a good job in the exams, and like Boruto's just like okay, like kind of like putting up that front, like great, cool. The moment Naruto leaves, he like does like a happy dance and starts crying, and it's just to me that's who Boruto is. Like people are like he's always complaining and hates his dad. It's like no, he loves his dad. That's why he's being such a butt.
Right.
You know, he wants his dad there.
Right. Gosh, man, boy. I mean, it's a long time. I like several scenes. I like, no spoilers, but I like the Jiraiya arc a lot. And I like the fight with Pain a lot. Yeah. The first fight with Sasuke was quite memorable. I like it when Naruto sees his parents. Those are some choice ones. And then, you know, the diarrhea scene. No. Not that.
This is, for the record, the word diarrhea has been used on the panel that I've hosted. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll say it 100 more times. Believe it.
This is my favorite scene.
These sexy type jutsu tend to work better the stronger the opponent.
That idiot! Using a jutsu like that in this situation? That might work on me, but there's no way that a jutsu will work on such a godlike person!
Maybe a Fujita or Chakra or whatever. I'll bet you've never seen a jutsu like this. The history of Shinobi is this, you fool!
The #1 most unpredictable. Don't tell me that Naruto's pervy ninjutsu is gonna save the world.
How surprised were you when you saw that scene?
When I saw that scene,
Yeah, how surprised were you?
very. It was a long time ago. I haven't really seen it since. It's kind of a treat.
I remember in the manga just being floored. I was like, wow, this late, all the stakes, and like this ridiculous, hilarious joke.
Yeah.
That's the genius of Kishimoto Sensei. Just the
Yeah.
unexpected time, boom.
Plus he does the setup.
Oh yeah.
Hits you.
Yeah, that's a joke he planned a long time ago, or maybe he didn't. I wonder if he thought of it back the first time, or just came up with it on the fly.
I don't know.
He's a genius.
Maybe we'll get to meet him one day. That'd be fun. Oh no, we can't.
Okay, now we're gonna have a little fun. This is something I call reverse acting fun.
Oh.
We're gonna have Boruto play Naruto and Naruto play Boruto.
Oh.
Basically, now Boruto is Naruto's dad. So you're gonna be the dad, and you're gonna be the son reversed order. So
Okay.
But wait, speaking as the voice of our character.
yes, of course.
Boruto was like a middle schooler and somehow had a son. Just
Yes, his son is Naruto's son. Now, don't question the logic. It's just
Okay, okay.
this is a genjutsu, so don't like it.
I'm a 12-year-old father-son.
Yes,
Got
yes.
As you are.
Okay, whenever you're ready, ladies.
Naruto, take this trash out.
But Dad, I want to go throw ninja stars at Sasuke.
Son, I'm getting tired of the back talk. take out the trash.
Man, I bet when I'm the Hokage, I'll never have to do stuff like this.
Well, that might be, but for now, as long as you live in my ninja house, you live by my ninja rules.
I don't believe it. I wish Mitsuki was my dad.
You want to spend the night in the forest of death? Keep on talking.
When I grow up, I'm gonna treat my son with respect.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Good luck.
I wish Mitsuki was my dad.
I think that's the first time we've ever read a scene together.
Yeah, like actually in person, so we always person separately.
Yeah, we record by ourselves.
How'd they do?
That's all the Japanese I know.
Back to the interview. Amanda.
Yeah.
Naruto started as an angry little boy. Do you think he's grown as a character?
Yeah, I mean... so basically, you know, for those who've seen the movie kind of like jumps ahead to like where episode 60 something of Boruto is. So I don't think we've gotten there on Toonami, right? I think they ended at like 40 something. I don't know. 50, okay, so you cut off right before it gets there. But basically, like, yeah, the show kind of takes place as like a prequel and then it catches up. And yeah, you kind of see the progression of him being like, oh, like butthurt that his dad's the Hokage and like he's never home. And to be fair, if your dad sent a shadow clone to your birthday, you wouldn't be happy either. You did that, Dad.
Sorry.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, so like he definitely is a little bit bitter, but it's because he remembers the time before his dad was Hokage. Like if you've seen the short, it's like the day Naruto became Hokage. Like you see them them a lot closer because Naruto was home all the time. So imagine your dad being home all the time and then suddenly being like, hey, work's more important than you guys, bye. But you kind of see once we catch up to where the movie arc is in the show, he sees what his dad has like gone through and like what he had to sacrifice to get where he is. So you start to see him learn to be like, okay, like I respect this person. I still don't like that he's not home, but like he starts to build up more of a respect for him, and that's only going to continue. And then there's the arc, the time travel arc, which will be
Yeah. I learned about that courtesy of Viz's Twitter account.
yeah.
Hey, shout out.
We don't
The team. I was like, what happens? But then I did some more research.
You spoiled it for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Great awareness.
Naruto's still a better dad than Sasuke. and they're both better dads than Goku.
I don't know who Goku is. Whatever you say.
Okay,
Dragon Spear.
I love giving them crap. The Goku guys. I was like, what show are you on again?
Like laser balls or something.
Yeah. What happens?
I don't know.
Okay, on lizard balls. All right, I, like many people, are mad there isn't an Oscar specifically for voice acting. How can we change this?
Burn it down.
Yeah.
Start over. There's a lot of Oscars they should have that they don't have. They don't have an Academy Award for casting. They don't have Academy Award for, I think, stunt people.
Right.
There's so many people that make movies possible and they don't have awards for them. I think they should.
Is here
Get an Oscar right now for that speech.
It's here where I tell you that there aren't Emmy Awards and that I won an Emmy for voice acting?
It's
What is this show called?
Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly-Wings. Oh, I lost the accent on that. Sorry, I've been talking all day.
I was like sitting there because I was staying at her house this week, and I was like,
Yeah, my son stayed at my house.
crashing at my dad's house, eating their food. I ate a lot of those, whatever those like little heart-shaped tongue things were.
Oh,
You
yeah.
offered those to me. I ate like all of them. Anyway,
I left her alone and she ate the whole thing.
but I was like sitting there like typing an application for Sundance. And I felt so inspired because I was sitting next to her Emmy.
Hey!
Apparently it got broken.
Yeah, I got broken.
Oops. I didn't do that. That was somebody else.
No, I know. It's been broken a long time.
How'd you break your Emmy?
I didn't break my Emmy.
She was watching a game, the team lost. She just paused.
Every time my friends come over, they're like, I'm like, get a picture with the Emmy. Because most of them are actors, writers, and stuff. So they hold it up, and I'm sure one of them just, probably chugging a margarita and knocked it off. I don't know.
Also, she has a severed head of herself in her living room.
That's true, I do. It's from Lab Rats. It's not. I didn't make it myself. They gave it to me when the show was. Anyway.
I'm giving too much
Oh,
information.
I wish you brought the severed head here. That'd be great for the panel.
Oh yeah, it'd be great for TSA. Like, it's got wires coming out and stuff.
Like, I can explain.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Next question. If you couldn't voice Naruto or Boruto, what other characters would you like to voice?
Naruto. Next question. Choji.
Can we hear your Choji?
Oh no. Absolutely not. I can practice it. I don't know. How does he sound?
Think about chips or barbecue. Go to get a barbecue.
No, that's what he's like. Choji. That was what he's like. Choji. Konohamaru. That's Konohamaru. So Konohamaru it is.
There's in the scripts, like the writer will like describe, because you have to describe each character they're recording, and so they'll describe the ninja. So they'll be like public works ninja, postal worker ninja. I want to be one of those. Like just the guy who's like he didn't like pass ninja academies, and now he's just like a civil servant ninja. Any of those smaller characters would be hilarious to have on my IMDb, like public works ninja.
Oh yeah.
Or ranger ninja.
Can I ask the crowd a trivia
Of
question?
course. We're gonna give away prizes. You want to give away a prize?
Okay. Can I? Yeah, will you give away?
Okay, this is for a skateboard from Primitive.
Oh my
And it is nice. Remember, don't yell it out. Raise your hand. I'll be the spotter, and then I'll describe you, and then stand up, and then you can answer. Okay.
Okay.
Primitive.
Here's the question. So, in 15 years of doing Naruto, 700 and how many episodes?
1,000, 2,000, 5,000.
Okay. Yeah. So, the question is, I've only voiced Naruto, except for in one episode, I did one line. Who knows what episode number it was? I saw it here.
Hey, with the guy with the curly hair and the glasses?
320.
Nope.
Do you actually know what it is now? Like, you have it in the back of your head?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I think, who else?
It's a little ninja, little Naruto right back there.
Okay, do you know?
What?
129.
This is not the price is right, but let's give him a prize too.
Somebody really know?
The little ninja. 420. Do you really know? The fans? Stand up. Stand up.
26, we're Konohamaru's describing the training exam.
Okay, I think we stumped it. What is it?
500.
Oh, you get the skateboard!
Because can I give away the skateboard? The reason why is because I wasn't in episode 500. And I said to Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who's our fantastic director, one of them, she directed most of them, and I said to her, what do you mean I'm not in episode 500? Like that was, it's 500. And it's like, I have to be in it. And so she's like, all right. And there was a campfire scene, and I was like, old lady number 3 or something. And he had said something like, oh, it's a great fire tonight. Or something. I don't know. You tell me, tweet it to me. But that's it.
Okay, real trivia question.
Oh, as if that wasn't real.
Who did Orochimaru fight and kill? Okay, I see you have things around your neck, white things. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Yes. Who did Orochimaru fight and kill? Yes. Next question. What did the third Hokage take from Orochimaru when they fought? I'm gonna go back to, I think I see a Naruto with the cape. Looks like the fourth Hokage. Stand up, stand up. Yes, right there, you. His what? Yes, his arms, more or less. Next question. Why is Sasuke mad? I'm gonna go. This guy with the dreads, super short dreads. Yep, they go for you. Stand up, stand up. Okay, well that's
Because you know each other.
a little more than that. Okay, final question. How many graphic novels are there? How many Naruto graphic novels are there? I saw this guy in the front with the coat and the fan. Stand up, stand up. Yep, right there. That's correct.
Well done.
And for a bonus trivia question, and this is if you're cold, what land does the first Naruto movie take place in? Okay, I see someone way over there. You have glasses. You're holding your fan with two hands. Yes, stand up. Stand up. It is the land of Yes. Good thing that sweater's going to keep you warm too. You look like you might get a little cold out there. Okay, and that was our prize break. Let's get back to the interview. Same character for so many years. Do you feel like you were part Naruto?
Yeah, I walk around with a coffee filter around my neck. I fly like this.
It does. They keep making her go back for TSA. They're like, you can put your arms down. She's like, I can't.
Can't. Flying. What was the question?
What's it like playing Naruto for so many years? Do you feel like you were part Naruto?
Yeah. Believe it. Yeah. Anytime anyone in my whole life says believe it, I'm like, believe it. Now there's a Geico campaign that also says it. So I'm like, it's everywhere. I mean, I think I have this gung-ho qualities, and as an actor, you're always looking for another job, so you have to keep going. You gotta keep using the ninja way. But yeah, I feel like he is a part of me now. It's sort of like riding a bike. It's been part of me for so long that, you'd never get rid of it.
Did you say riding indictments?
Riding a bike. Writing indictments? Wrong channel.
I was like, how is that like Naruto? Does he also write indictments as Flanagan?
As a side.
Yeah, it's like part-time.
That's what all those scrolls are in the background of Boruto.
That's why he has all that paperwork.
Yeah. On a computer. What?
What did you say was around his neck?
Coffee filter?
Is that what that is?
Yeah. In my mind.
All right, Amanda, is it harder to play the son of a famous character because you kind of have to sound like them, but not exactly?
I mean, I don't think we didn't really try to like mimic because Maile has such an iconic voice and my voice does not have that texture, so it would be atrocious if I tried.
Try it. I wanted to try it. Come on.
Peer pressure, guys.
Come on.
My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Believe it!
Thanks. It's having fun.
That's why. But yeah, so like, it is kind of fun that it's like parallel. Like my journey is similar to Boruto because it's like we're both trying to. It's a legendary show. It's been running for 15 years. I call it kind of like the Harry Potter of the anime world, where people were kids when they started the series, and they've literally grown up with this character, so it means a lot to them. So it's like, being the newcomer. It's like the whole being the new kid at school again. It's like, hey, I promise I don't stink. I promise I shower almost regularly. But no, like it's kind of like his journey and my journey are to make our own ninja way, while still honoring what came before.
And to that end, I don't think any of us that do it in English are trying to match the Japanese voice. You know what I mean? We try and make it like it and honor it, but we're not trying to do an impersonation, So.
We're trying to capture the essence of the character.
Yeah, and they're amazing.
That's a good point. Okay, Maile, do you prefer voice acting younger or older Naruto?
Older. Okay. I'll go with that. No, I like them equally as well. I mean, it's kind of fun, especially late in the run of the show, to have flashbacks and go back to that really little Naruto, just because it's cute and sort of innocent and fun.
Which of those, so like the kid Naruto and then like teen Naruto and then the grown up, which one is closest to your natural voice, like, or that you don't?
Well, now?
That's true.
I'd say, yeah, Shippuden.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But don't ask me to do baby Naruto. It's not pretty, folks. It's like having
You make me do Naruto, you gotta do what?
Yeah, I think we're watching that
Set myself up, people. Well, they asked me to do it in one of the episodes, and I tried it, and they just said, stop it. Stop doing that sound. And then they had someone else do the baby sound, because this is what baby Naruto sounds like. coming out of the molten earth. It was just like, literally, the engineer was like, click, and Mary Elizabeth was like, stop it, stop it. Get Stephanie Shea in here. I don't know, I haven't seen that episode.
I thought it sounded pretty good, actually. Okay.
You know any babies in real life? What's your knowledge of babies? That moment.
Okay, Amanda, we saw Sasuke eventually become Boruto's mentor. Do you think he actively sought Sasuke as a jab at Naruto?
Oh yeah.
Or he just sees Sasuke as a cool, dangerous guy to emulate?
I mean, all of it, like all of the above. Because like he did, like I was like, oh, like I've heard about Sasuke, like this seems so cool. So he is like, oh my gosh, he's so cool. But also, there's definitely an element of like, and this will piss off my dad so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's both. Also, who wouldn't want Sasuke as his mentor?
Me, I wouldn't.
Wait, why not?
Because.
Reasons. Okay. All right, Maile, what are your thoughts on Naruto's rivalry with Sasuke?
I think that too is iconic, you know? And it took so many twists and turns that I really appreciate, like, how in-depth the writing was. And, you know, there were a lot of curveballs there, and I'm gonna start using only sports analogies from now on. So,
Lizard balls.
don't watch baseball. No, rather like. I mean, it's a great rivalry. It's well developed, and they're obviously well matched. To see Sasuke transform into something that he didn't start as, you know, went to the dark side for a while. That was great to interact with each other. The fight scenes with Sasuke, I think, are some of the best things about the show.
Did you think when your voice acting, did you think that Sasuke would be redeemed?
No.
You thought he was really just going to be evil? And...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about you guys? Did you think Sasuke was going to be redeemed or not? Yeah. Raise your hand if you thought he wasn't. He was going to be evil. Oh, you six. What? You thought he was going to be redeemed? Raise your hand. Oh, wow. Even. Okay, from the Naruto world. Naruto is available to watch in many places, but the newest one is Naruto on Blue TV. And what's neat about this is it's free, first of all, and you two met for the first time. Did you feel a special bond?
Personally?
Yeah.
Well, it's a funny story, but
So I technically met Maile. Like I interacted with her like back when I was in college. I was studying theater at the University of Maryland, and my boyfriend at the time was like, hey, come to anime conventions, and I was like, no, that's for nerds. Like I loved anime, but I like was too cool to like go. Like I'm like a secret. Like I was like, nah. So then I went, and of course I had a blast. It was Otakon. It was my first convention ever that I attended as a fan, and still haven't attended it as an actor, but I'm not butthurt about that. Still saying butthurt. This is
Yeah, you guys are good for time, but I like it.
yeah. I got in trouble at San Diego Comic-Con at the Boruto panel because I kept saying butthole. I just have to see butts are my thing, I guess. That's kind of what I'm Alright, sorry. I just like saying, okay, stop talking, Amanda. What was the question? Oh yeah, how we met. So like basically, I went to Maile's voice acting panel because like I wanted to know, I was an actor, so I went to the panel and I asked her like, the notorious question, how do you get into voice acting? And I do remember also I asked a question about like something about union stuff, and you had said, you're like, yeah, I only do union because I want to pay for my house. That answer, I don't think it's true. No, you still.
I still say that?
Yeah. Well, now you talk about your pool. You're like, I said,
Now I gotta pay for my pool. It's a drought, people. California.
But I met her then, and then not met, and then years later, when I was the voice of Boruto, we ran into each other at the hallway at Studiopolis, and I was like, hey, you're Maile, right? And she's like, yeah, and I was like, I'm Boruto, or maybe Jamie introduced us or something.
No, you literally saw each other like in the hallway of the studio.
Hi, Boruto, this person, Amanda.
And I'd heard her voice already in my headphones.
And I think didn't I introduce, or wasn't I like trying to, you were like, hey, I'd like to do more conventions, and I was like, I can help.
Yeah.
Boruto.
Like, I'd like to do a few more conventions. Like, all right. I know a lot of people. I was like, thanks.
I hooked her up.
And then she spent the whole week at my house this week.
Yeah, I haven't.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, I live there now. Just
Full circle.
Okay. When you first, were you worried when you first met Maile she might be a clone?
yeah, I think that's always a concern, really.
I am.
Yeah. This could be a shadow clone right now. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm at an Irish bar. Knocking one back.
She sends her shadow clones to do her autograph session, so she's like in bed sleeping.
You guys, twins. Hi. I think I saw you like. Yeah, right. Okay. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right.
And you're not doing
Artists.
shadow clone jutsu or anything, you're like, promise.
They're clone jutsu.
Yeah, shadow clone.
Okay, next question. If you could hang out with any character from the Naruto world in real life, who would it be?
Kakashi.
Why?
He probably has a good time.
I would probably, I would probably hang out with Chocho. Or Choji, because I like to eat. I feel like they would know all the best places in town. And they wouldn't judge me when I get like a fourth course. Like whenever my friends are all done, I'm like, can I see the dessert menu? So I feel like they would be like in it to win it with me.
Choice.
Okay, next question. The climactic face-off between Sasuke and Naruto cost each one of them an arm, but cements their mutual respect and friendship. Given their history, was this final face-off the only way it could have ended?
I don't know. I mean, like, the creator is so inventive that I think it could have gone in many, many directions. I'm not so sure, like, even, I don't know that he would have married Hinata, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think it could have gone in.
You're saying if they didn't have the face-off, then him and Hinata wouldn't have gotten together? Or are you saying that's a different?
No, I think the show itself could have gone in any direction at any point. No. And especially the ending.
Are there other potential Boruto's moms that you had in mind?
Yes, every state in the country. No, I mean, I think that, I don't know. I mean, when you look at how everything is intertwined, but then it goes away, then it goes back. I mean, don't you think it could continue?
Oh yeah, I'm just curious now, like who you would have shipped.
Sasuke.
Then Boruto would have had two dads who kind of like,
right.
One of them lives in the woods, the other one like lives at work.
I don't know if that's a jutsu or if that's...
But a bad
maybe it's not jutsu. Well, I guess Orochimaru kind of did it, but you know, okay, if he can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, so in what ways do you think Boruto is like his dad, and in what way do you think he is different?
I think they both have that like tenacity of spirit. Like Boruto very often is like, I mean, I'm not qualified for that, but I think I can try it. Like, which honestly gets you far in your life, because a lot of times you don't know until you try. So I feel like him and his dad both have that thing of like plowing ahead in spite of obstacles or people telling you you shouldn't. And they also are very loyal to their friends. Like they're both very much like, I'm not going to give up on this person. Like, because they seem to have a lot of friends who like have momentary evil spells. You know, they go through a phase where they try to kill them. They're like, no, I think they're still a good person though. So they both have that. Whereas I was just commenting when I was recording this week, I was like, Boruto and Naruto are different in certain ways though, because I feel like Naruto had like a little too much coffee.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, obviously.
Obviously.
That's why he's got the coffee filter. He's always prepared. That's it. Whereas like Boruto, if he's a lot more like laid back, or at least he tries to be. So he's just like, whatever, this isn't cool. But like he's like me when I was at Otakon, and inside I was like, so yeah. So that could just be a front. He could just be like as bouncy as Naruto on the inside. But.
Yeah. Well, Naruto's the #1 knucklehead ninja. That trait is similar.
Yeah.
Okay, since we already sort of answered this question, we're gonna flip it. Instead of Naruto ending up with Hinata, who do you wish that Sasuke ended up with? Say him. You can't say Naruto. Instead of Sakura,
Sorry.
Who?
Amari. Because in real life, the actor's here.
What would Sasuke and Orochimaru be? Just like a couple of people who just like watch their crime stories and don't talk to each other, and murder together.
That sounds like heaven to me. Crime programs. Amanda got a little peek at my life.
This is adorable.
I was like, crime. It's like news, sports, crime.
Lisa's watching a crime thing over there, and then Miley's watching Forensic Files in the other room.
Yeah, murder.
Okay, Naruto is a 700 plus chapter manga and a 700 plus episode anime. Do you have a message for fans of this show that have followed you on this journey into Boruto, Naruto, the next generations, who've watched it all? What's your message for the fans who've watched it all?
Arigato! I personally want to say thank you. I've met fans literally all over the world, and then I'll meet someone today, like a guy came up to me and he was from India, and it's just crazy. And then another guy came up to me yesterday and said, this is huge in South Africa. And I was like, I never really thought about it. But all you guys know so much more about the show than I do, and it's admirable because it's a journey, and I love that you stuck with the journey. And